Hey everybody, it's David Bergman here. I'm here for Adorama to talk about something that us photographers can do during this time to continue to create no matter what, and also maybe even make some money in the process. Now look, stay tuned till the end of this video. That's called a teaser, right? I'm gonna give you an exclusive offer all the way at the end that might help you make some money and look really professional in the process. Now look, I have talked over the years many times, if you've seen some of my other videos, the importance of printing your work. I think it's so important to actually make prints of your images. There's power in holding something in your hand versus just viewing it on the phone or the computer. There's that tactileness, I don't know if that's a word, but that tactile process of actually holding it, feeling the texture, and even the size. You can make prints that are so much bigger than any computer monitor will allow you. I've also talked a lot about the importance and the value in giving prints to your clients, right? There's something about physically giving a print as a thank you, or, obviously a lot of wedding photographers still sell a lot of prints. It's a really important part of the photographic process. It's kind of the final step. Now, how do you make your own prints? Well, I love my Canon Pro 1000. I've had that for many years, and I will make prints myself at home. But here's the thing, I have so many images, and I bet you do too, just sitting on hard drives collecting virtual dust. Why not use them to also generate some extra revenue, especially now when so many photographers are out of work? So I highly recommend selling prints. Now, let me just say this, first of all, from a legal standpoint, be aware it's not legal to sell prints of everything, right? There may be rights that the subject has, especially if they're a celebrity, and laws vary from country to country and even from state to state. So I'm not a lawyer. Please do your research if you have images, especially of people or celebrities. But if you have the proper model releases or location releases or anything that might be necessary, or there's no releases necessary for your particular subject matter, then I highly recommend selling prints of your images. Now, of course, like I said, I'll use my Canon Pro 1000 to print at home, but a lot of times I don't want to have to even deal with that process. I want to make it even easier to generate some revenue. So I use Printique by Adorama. They're a lab based in Brooklyn. They've been around for more than 20 years, consistently voted one of the best photo labs and quality from, Consumer Reports, PC World, PC Magazine, all that kind of stuff. Full disclosure, I, of course, am on Adorama TV. I'm associated with the lab, and they also made some free prints for me when I told them I was going to do this video. But I've been using them for years, long before I was affiliated personally with Adorama. So take that for what it's worth. But as far as making prints, there are so many different options, and you really have to figure out what's going to be best for you. Of course, there's traditional glossy prints of all sizes, but here's the thing, and beyond that, when you really want to start to get classy, let me show you some prints here. This is a photograph I made of my friend Isabel Smith jumping over Manhattan, and it's hard to tell probably in this video, but this is fine art paper. It's like really matte. It's almost like a piece of cardboard. There's almost no texture. I personally love this kind of paper for my images. This is the kind of thing that I would sell to a client, right? I wouldn't necessarily sell just a standard 8x10 glossy, but this is an 11x14. Also, they make these really great traditional canvas wraps. This is one of my photographs of Tico Torres' hands. He's the drummer for Bon Jovi. And this is a canvas wrap where it's printed on canvas and then wrapped around on a wood frame. And of course, you can do these on your own, but what a big pain to do that, right? I'd much rather have them do it for me. So there's all kinds of different ways you can have prints made, and it's shipped to me directly or shipped to your client directly right from the lab without having to touch it. They have all kinds of other prints like acrylic and all kinds of crazy things, including, look at this one. So this is just one piece of an image, but it is a metal print, right? So it's mounted, it comes with mounting hardware, and this is metal, and it's very cool, it's solid, right? And it's shiny and looks great. So what I did was, that image is one of three. It's a really high-res photograph I made of Central Park a couple of years ago, and it's hundreds of images stitched together, so it's super high-res. That means I could print it really big, and then when I have an image that big, they will print it for me on metal either as a single image or as clusters. And you can do different shapes depending on the size of your image. So you can do 3 verticals across, you can do 3 squares across, you can even do a grid of 9 images to make that one final image. This one is 3 squares across and it's 20 by 60 inches. So it worked out perfectly. You can see what that looks like when it's hanging up, and it's really, really cool to have those 3 metal prints next to each other. And it's just a classy look, and you could sell that for a lot of money, right? Another thing Printique does is photo books. I was making these with them long ago, back when they were Adorama picks, and what I love about their books is they use traditional silver halide printing. So it's like old-fashioned darkroom printing where the paper is actually exposed to light and the image is infused into the paper through a chemical process, just like we used to do in the good old days in the darkroom. Most labs now are doing ink printing, which is much more likely to fade, or it's susceptible to like surface damage over the years. So it's a much better way to go. There's no color shifting or anything like that. Now, the best part of all of this, as I kind of hinted, is that you can certainly print things for yourself and hang them up like I did, or you can also set up a store to sell prints and books or whatever you want directly to clients and directly to your friends and family without ever touching them. It's completely drop shipped, so you can sit at home and collect money, right? You just set the amount of profit that you want to make, and Printique handles everything for you. Now, if you really want to be a professional, they have one step up. It's their pro service. It's an enhanced suite of services that include things like free rush shipping, there's unlimited image hosting, and white label galleries. Now, what that means is the print sales, if you have a store set up, those print sales have no Printique branding on it. So it looks like it's coming right from your studio directly to your client, even if you don't have a studio, right? Remember I said early on that there was going to be a special offer? Well, to show their support of photographers during this time, when I reached out to Printique about this, they wanted to help and do whatever they could to help those photographers out there to make some money. So what they're going to do is they're going to give 3 months of their pro service to you absolutely free. Now, what does that mean? That means you can set up your own store to sell any of your images starting right now. All you do is go to Printique.com. That's Printique, Printique.com. And when you sign up for their pro service, you enter the promo code Create No Matter What, right? Promo code is Create No Matter What. I'm going to put links to everything, of course, down in the description. But once you do that, you're going to get 3 months absolutely free. So you can go ahead and order some prints for yourself to hang in your home or office. You know, they even sell them with frames already. So if you want to get them framed, it'll arrive already framed, ready to hang up. Or even better, go ahead and set up your white label site to sell your own art. Then all you have to do is spread the word and you can make some money. Look, if you want to purchase any of my images, of course, I have a few of them, including that big Central Park photo on my own site. I'm going to put links down in the description if you're interested in getting that image or some of the others. Look, the world is going through some tough times right now, but I really encourage you to create no matter what. Go through your archive, print your work, and make some extra money with your images. Also, keep watching all of us here on Adorama TV. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm at David Bergman, and I have a weekly show here on Adorama TV. If you have any photo questions, go to AskDavidBergman.com, and I just might answer it on my weekly show. It comes out every Monday at 10 a.m. There's a form there. You can submit your own question. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I hope to see you soon. All right, leave comments down below. Let me know how you're continuing to create during this time. Share your store if you have your white label store set up, or even the your regular Printique store. I want to see your images. I hope you're making some money from that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you out there soon.